ladies and gentlemen, I've got it up right here. The protests have already started. You'd think they would wait until tomorrow or something, but they're already going. This is good news. This is you like seeing stuff like this. Let their convention be mired in some protests and just some weirdo Hamas people. Kamala's had some weird clips of her drinking. Yes, very sad. Very, very sad. If people want to know, I'm probably going to be doing like a preview week 0 predictions for college football tomorrow. DNC's tomorrow going to be a disaster. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how bad these are tomorrow. Dude, they're going crazy. They're building a wall. They've got like this black wall up. They're not taking any chances. Where's the wall that they said that I saw? They've got like a wall around the perimeter, probably of the United Center, because that's where it is. Who was the pastor at the January 6th church service? Dude, I saw Destiny's live stream. He was like he was like looking. He was trying to buy like Mike Pence's game worn January 6th underwear. Dude, Destiny. He was like, I looked up. I was on his live stream and he was looking up something with like Mike Pence. You're in too deep, man. The January 6th obsession. Gays for Palestine. Well, it's an insult to everyone's intelligence. Gays for Palestine is like that's a literal brain chip. That's a brain chip in your head. What's going on, Ohio, bro? Yup, man. What's going on? You know, we got some nice weather here. It's gonna be in the 60s. I like it. It's gonna be a little bit colder. They're wearing masks. Yeah, there they are, right there. Now, see, the thing is with a lot of these people, COVID was their best friend because they could use it as an excuse to wear the masks. It's like they don't want their identity known. Antifa used to always wear masks far before COVID, but now it's like COVID's their excuse. You know, there's actual laws now because of how ridiculous it was where people would just wear masks and steal a bunch of shit. Now there's cities they've put in laws. You can't wear masks. They made it a law you can't wear masks because people would just use it as an excuse and then steal stuff and have their face concealed. Like, masks are... It's just a double negative. Oh, look at this shit. Yeah, dude, I do have YouTube Red or whatever the hell it is. Not on this account, though. Trump will flip Virginia. It's impossible to say. Brainwashed by TikTok, sad to see. Well, yeah, a lot of these people have to be. I mean, any like white person doing this, just the white guilt. I mean, how do you even you're so detached from any situation in the Middle East. The idea that you would think you would know enough to stand this firmly on one side. There's just so much nuance to it that it's all guilt. That's why they do it. Oh, yeah, they got the death bus. Curtis, I call it the death bus. They got a bus going around giving out free abortions, vasectomies. It's the most pathetic thing. I mean, it's hilarious. Well, I don't call it hilarious, but it's like, oh, my God. Recently went to a 9/11 museum one. Yeah, man, I got to do some 9/11 videos. I'm going to definitely do my annual 9/11 stream on September 11th. Let's see, we've got the Palestine flags, we've got makeshift Hamas flags, we've got LGBT flags. I don't think that's the current version. There's no black. See, they do have the black version. They added the black stripe to it for minority people and stuff. I'm so tired of the white guilt. Yeah, I mean, it's a liberal thing. A lot of it has to do with honestly brainwash and not understanding perspectives. The white guilt stuff stems from us being not a minority in the United States. What about Japanese people with guilt? They only let Japanese in that country. They don't have any guilt. It's all but we have to have all the guilt. Not too long ago, you couldn't enter a bank wearing a hat or hoodie, much less a mask. Yeah, now if you wear a mask, you're rewarded. Well, not anymore, but you were rewarded. And listen, I wasn't a person that fought anyone. If they made me wear a mask, I would wear it, but very rarely did I have to wear one. There were people that had to, if you were in California, you'd have to wear a mask while working out. I witnessed 9/11, so many. Yeah, that's really tough, man. It's a traumatic event for sure. Didn't happen at the RNC. Yeah, it is interesting that this is happening. I mean, the RNC, they've got an opinion of Israel that's probably even. There's fractions of the Democratic Party that do like Palestine. I mean, look at what happened to Shapiro. So you would think this would happen at the RNC, but they probably feel betrayed because they feel themselves as part of the Democratic Party, and the fact that the Democrats would side with Israel, they feel more betrayed, so that's why they're doing this, or who knows, dude. This is live in Chicago. Yeah, this is the live coverage. You can see the sun's almost setting. Chicago's an hour behind me, so looks like there's some type of smog in the air, honestly. No, it's probably just the camera. I mean, there are good parts. I've been to Chicago before, like 5 or 6 years ago. There are some good parts to the city. Obviously, it's a massive city, but it's really gone downhill under liberal leadership. Paxton, what's up, man? Police on bikes around the protest. Yeah, it looks like the police are like marching around with bikes. 100K or 200K will show up. I don't know the estimates on how many people will protest. Police need to let them riot. I don't think they're going to be rioting at the DNC, honestly. Maybe it'll spill over into that. I don't know, though. Right now, they're just marching. They're Jill Stein voters. Jill Stein wins Illinois in an epic upset. Work in Chicago, they told us not to even bother coming into the office. Yeah, well, Chicago's a shit show as it is. Imagine this type of event. Yeah, and dude, nowadays with everyone wanting to do remote work anyways, yeah, they're not gonna. Dark Brandon returning. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Where do I live? I live in Ohio, man. Chicago produces its own fog. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of people there. There's going to be some more admissions based on the population per square mile, but I don't think that's what that. I think it's a glare. There's no way there's smog like that. Week 0 college football stream. I don't think about a week. I'm not going to do a week 0. Dude, week 0 this year is terrible. There's only 4 games. Normally there's like 7 or 8 games. There's only 4 games now. I like when there's like 7 or 8. When it's 4 games, it's a little disappointing. Jimmy Dore, yeah, whatever happened to him? Remember when he was with TYT? Isn't that interesting? Remember when he spit in Alex Jones's face at the 2016 RNC? Dude, Alex Jones went to harass Jank, and he had the Hillary shirt. Do I live close to Dayton? Not really. Boise State, yeah, Boise State named the white, yeah, I saw that over Malachi Nelson. That was surprising. I mean, a lot of people, they just look at the stars and they see he's a 5-star, so he should start, but it didn't, I mean, he wasn't that good at USC. Polls aren't everything. Yeah, the polls are a mess right now, man. Dude, I was watching CNN and they had a rosy picture for Kamala. Oh my God. They were like, oh, she's turned it around and she's on pace to win and everything like this, because they were referencing ABC polls. They don't get it. I mean, ABC, it's like these people make fun of Rasmussen. ABC literally had Biden up by 17 the day before the election, or like a week before the election in Wisconsin. Do you like the Wintrust area? I don't live near that. I don't know. Georgia Tech upsets FSU. It wouldn't shock me, honestly. FSU lost their QB. It's a weird game overseas in Ireland. That's my home nation. No, I mean, I'm guessing it is, but I never looked up my ancestry. Yeah, FSU line is going way down, bro. It was 14.5. I think it's up to 11.5 now, to be fair. Jank, yeah, he needs Ozempic. Yeah, he needs to get on Ozempic. I think Zion Williamson got on Ozempic. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He's thin. Will these protests help Trump in any way? Well, listen, the media I think will just choose not to cover them because it hurts the Democrats. I mean, if you cover them, it's less publicity for them. So I think they'll probably choose not to cover them. A lot of these protests, and it's just like any huge event like the George Floyd thing, it's up to the media to decide whether or not it's a big story. If they don't cover it, it's just not going to be that big of a story, unfortunately. And I know we like saying, well, the media doesn't have that much impact. And normally they don't because we've got X now and everything like that. But with situations like this, I mean, if they don't cover it, they don't cover it. I mean, it would have to be like a riot, I think, because it's going to take away shine from the DNC. The DNC, I saw how they were going to have, I think Obama's speaking tomorrow or Tuesday. They're trying to have someone big speak every day. Obviously, Wednesday is Waltz. Thursday will be Kamala. Monday's the whole Biden kiss his ass, suck his dick thing. It's a total mess. I'll try and watch Biden's speech live. I don't know how long it's going to last. Am I going to have a nightly coverage? I'll do Monday night and see how good it flows. If it doesn't flow well, it depends if it flows well. I mean, I'm not going to whether it's the RNC or the DNC, 90% of the time it's just old women who are just like, that's what it is. I mean, it is the weirdest thing ever. It's like they're there and they just cheer nothing. There's nothing going on. 99% of the time at the conventions, there's just nothing going on and there's just stuff being played. It's very strange. Jenks speaking at the DNC. Remember when he tried to run for president, he got like negative votes. I don't think he got a single vote. And he announced on his YouTube channel. How can they be angry about the dead Palestinian children yet pro-abortion? Because they don't view, they don't view a fetus to be a human, which is, I mean, I was a fetus, you were a fetus, everyone was a fetus, so I don't know. How does a baby get produced? Does it just spawn in randomly? I mean, according to these people, it just spawns in randomly, I think. You're going to have a DNC blackout? Oh, that's what liberals said about Elon Musk and Trump. They were like, we're going to have an X blackout. I mean, that stuff, it doesn't work. I mean, listen, a lot of people Republicans are not going to watch the DNC because, I mean, I'll watch it because I think it's funny with Biden, honestly. But I mean, it'll probably be boring. He'll probably just say like 2 words and just some bullshit jargon. You're taking Akron plus 50.5? Yeah, I mean, that's a big spread. It just depends, man. Those spreads are, they're really annoying to bet. I would stay away from betting those spreads, man. Because Ohio State could very easily win like 66-3. I remember Ohio State, like, they beat like Bowling Green 77-10 once. I mean, God, what the hell? I don't know what that is. Jank legitimately thought he could win Vermont. Yeah, he was probably trying to... Dude, did he even get an interview with CNN? Or did they just... They just... You gotta feel bad for him. They just cut him out. They will cry over Biden at the DNC. Oh, yeah. No. It'll be like... They'll drum it up like MLK's I Have a Dream speech when Biden goes up there. They'll be like, oh my God. Dude, I saw Politico. They said he's a hero. They're like, Biden's a hero. Looking forward to drunk Kamala. Dude, how many clips of there are Kamala where she's like... I mean, there's a clip she looked hammered. It looked like she just got out of the bar and then started trying to have a rally. Thoughts on Auburn? It's unfair for... I mean, they play in a very hard conference, man. It's hard to build a team up. Now, listen, they are getting a lot of better recruits from the state of Alabama. And their overall roster talent's getting better, but it's hard with the SEC. I don't know what their schedule looks like, though. You could get an easy schedule in the SEC, just look at Missouri, but it's rare. And especially they always have to face Alabama in the rivalry game. Do you think people at the DNC would try to gaslight me through my ex for the 5th time? I'm not even sure what that means. A bunch of cowards covering their faces. They always do this. That's what Antifa does. It's their specialty. And they were able to like hide behind, we're masking up because of COVID. But now they're not able to do it anymore. Pelosi said Biden, but yeah, she didn't even believe that, man. That was a joke. I really should have done a video on that. That would have been the funniest video. Nancy Pelosi saying, because she's trying to like cope and like extend an olive branch to Biden because of how pathetic it was, where they just forced him out. She's like, it's like she's almost being threatened with a gun, and she's like, he deserves to be on Mount Rushmore. And then even the CNN lady's like, seriously? The CNN lady's like, whoa, slow down there. Still liking the Miami Hurricanes this year. Yeah, I mean, dude, Miami's hard to predict. I mean, I think Cam Ward's a good player. I'm surprised Ohio State didn't give Cam Ward a lot of money. I think he's going to be really good. I have no idea why you blocked my other channel from commenting. Well, I mean, you are probably being a troll. Liberals actually think, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it looks like you're being a troll again with the LGBT stuff. Poly market odds shifting back to Trump. Yeah, this looks like there's nothing going on here right now. The odds, as I saw it, it was 49 to 49. It might have up, 49 to 48 now. I wish there was a graph to where it could. What is this? Market summary. Is this this is a crap AI summary. Go to the DNC prop bets. What's the best thing to bet on with the DNC prop bets? Trump shocks the world and wins Minnesota, Virginia, or New Mexico. I think it's probably going to be Virginia if he's going to win one. Biden on Mount Rushmore. Yeah, you got to watch that clip. That was from a few weeks ago, though. How are you doing, CJ? I'm doing all right, man. How are you? Remember when Miami blew the game against Georgia Tech with Mario Cristobal? That was a terrible, terrible event. October surprise, a nude photo that Kamala sent to Obama while drunk. There's got to be a really good October surprise. There's apparently a book coming out that could be a good October surprise. We'll have to see, though. There's got to be some good stuff that they're saving. I can help mod if needed. Are you in a lot of my live streams, Ben? I think I have, I have 5 total mods right now. But yeah, I mean, I could probably get 10 or 11 mods, honestly. Depends how many, viewers you get to where, because sometimes mods aren't here. Sometimes they are. It just depends. Chris Gray, what's up? Taylor Swift convinced... Yeah, we'll see if Taylor Swift's odds are on here. What will Kamala say during her acceptance speech? Weird, weirdo, 28%. Ceasefire, 44%. Jew, 6%. Yeah, she's not going to say that. Inflation over 3 times. Unburdened. Not going back, 96%. It's funny, whenever she says not going back, I assume she's like, we're not going back to Biden. I mean, that's what it seems like. Monkeypox. Why would she say monkeypox? Context. Now, there's some weird words, I guess. I don't know. Democratic candidates announce for run for president before the DNC. This is all a joke. It's impossible. Who will speak at the DNC? Biden, Michelle. There are Hunter Biden at 2%. Yeah, Bill Clinton's going to speak. Clooney is only at 3%. I guess he's not speaking. There's no way Cuban is speaking. Pelosi's going to speak. Larry David. LeBron. $8,000 bet on LeBron to speak. That's a loss of money. Taylor Swift at 12%. Oh my God, not this. Mods abuse the powers. I really haven't seen my mods do that, honestly. I would mod. Yeah, RB, you're all right, man, I'll add you. RB, I would add you, when it comes to modding, dude, just if they're trolling, remove them. But other than that, it's even if it's a liberal, they're fine. The problem is if they're a liberal and they start just trying to hijack it, then you got to remove them. But it's fine if they're a liberal. It's Mpox. Well, monkeypox wasn't catching on. They had to change it, and then it's like, oh, it's because it's a racist now. Have you seen the video of Kamala dodging the questions? How will you pay for the economic policies? I have not seen that video, but she's dodging a ton of stuff. She will say unburdened, I'm sure. Robert De Niro, didn't he get banned off of X for like threatening people? Dude, Robert De Niro, I don't know who he threatened or something, but I saw he got suspended. Hunter Biden sucker bet. Yeah, it's like a meme. Thomas Crook's live autopsy. Remember, I mean, they cremated him without the coroner even being able to see him. What a mess that is, dude. That is such a mess. And you know all of the media, they don't give a flying fuck because it happened to Trump. They couldn't give a shit knowing the truth about the security and everything and how that went down. The mods do a great job. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they... I mean, they normally ask me if to ban someone. Normally, I'm not even... Normally, I'm the only one that even bans people. My mods don't really do that. A couple of streams ago, there were nasty liberals that were trolling. When was that? That might have been... That might have been on, like... maybe like 2 Saturdays ago. When I was, I forgot what I was reacting to like something. Liz Cheney speaking at the DNC. Kissinger is, how about that? Hilarious. Robert De Niro reading off his script. Yeah, what a joke that was. De Niro went full loony. That's what all those white guilt liberals do. Is it really surprising? At least CNN televised her unplanned economic answer. Yeah, that was a clip. I just saw that before going live. And she said like the same thing 4 times in 1 minute. I mean, it's just a mess. Odds on Hunter getting pardoned, I would say they're waiting until the last second, but it should be at like 99%. Unless there's something new in that case. I mean, I did see an article from a liberal site that was pretty pissed off. They were like, Hunter Biden's a criminal. I mean, no shit. Favorite college football and NFL team? I really don't have a favorite college team. NFL team, Browns. No, it wasn't the Elon stream. The Elon stream was good. Dude, I saw someone just lie. Like, so someone just blatantly lied, I guess, on X. They're like, Elon and Trump round 2. So I think that's just a lie, right? I mean, these people, they just lie. Because they're trying to get money from X. But it's just blatant. Yeah, Mark Cuban, I don't think he's going to speak. Cuban's a full-blown lib, though. It's pretty interesting to watch. I mean, I guess it is what it is, but... I think a lot of these white billionaires have so much guilt. They just feel so guilty. I mean, they're billionaires. They got the white privilege, you know. No way Harris is leading in Texas. Was there a poll that had her leading? No way, dude. I did know, I mean, dude, I haven't even updated these polls. I know there's some bullshit polls that came out today. ABC and CBS. Rasmussen had some iffy polls, I would say. You'd like Trump to be up by more than that. Even this Rasmussen, Ohio poll is, well, I mean, I guess Trump is up by 10. But this is the poll that's kind of helping Trump recently. And this poll was from a while ago. There's just barely any Ohio polls. My state is irrelevant. My home state has become irrelevant. Kamala HQ. Yeah, Kamala HQ is pathetic, man. I mean, it's lie on top of lie on top of lie. They had to create an X account to manage all the lies. Mark Cuban. Yeah, Mark Cuban's gonna move to Niger if Trump wins. Someone put out a fake thing about Cuban moving to Canada. He got all pissed. Did you see Elon offered to interview Kamala? Yeah, I mean, I said that in my video when the liberals got pissed. Because remember, they said that Elon shouldn't be platforming Trump or it's dangerous. That's what the EU said. And then Elon's like, yeah, I offered the same exact interview to Harris. And to be fair, Elon obviously would be probably pretty tough on Harris. It would be hilarious if Elon interviewed Harris somehow. Oh my God. There's just no way. There's no way she would ever accept that. To be fair, it is a different thing because Trump, it's easier for him to accept that because Elon likes Trump. But it would have been hilarious if she accepted that. It would be so awkward. What about Brown? I think he's going to lose. As long as Trump wins by 10, Moreno should at least win by 3 or 4. There's no way there's that much split ballot voting in Ohio. Moreno should win. Favorite MAC team? The MAC teams, I don't know. It'd probably just come down to like logos or, color scheme. I mean, Toledo's been good. They had a good quarterback. I don't know if they lost him to the portal though. Finn. Toledo's been a team, the best team in the MAC recently. Your state is irrelevant. North Dakota, yeah, that's definitely irrelevant. There's a lot of states that are irrelevant though. I'll buy Cubans taking to Canada. Yeah, Cuban came out and he was so pissed off because someone made up a rumor that he was moving to Canada. It was hilarious. Shapiro snubbed visit. Yeah, I saw that. He said he had like another obligation, but that seems like bullshit. I mean, you're gonna snub the potential president. That's Don Lemon to speak at the DNC. Donnie Boy had a little interview in New Jersey with a bunch of Trump supporters. If Cuban were to move to... You would move to Tokyo if Harris wins. Yeah. Shapiro was plus 30 popularity. I think he had like a 60% approval rating. But I don't know if you go by popularity, maybe it's graded different. Approval versus popularity seems a little bit different. Thoughts on a clean sweep for the Republicans? Very possible. I think if Trump wins, it's going to be a clean sweep. I think the Senate is basically a lock. A lot would have to go wrong. I mean, they're going to at least get 51. 51 would be a big letdown. I think 53 is probably 53 seats for the Senate. The House normally goes with the president. That's normally how it trends. So maybe maybe they win. Maybe Trump wins. They win the Senate, lose the House. That's also possible. You want to visit West Virginia? I've never visited West Virginia. I've driven through there. What do you think is going to happen at the debate? Well, I mean, to be fair, the debate's still a pretty long ways away. It's almost a month away. So normally in politics, it's hard to really say. I mean, we know what they're going to talk about, but it's going to be a little bit different going into the debate because I don't know if the polls are going to be different or what, after the DNC, what's going to be happening. I know Trump's doing a bunch of events this week. It's come out. He's doing a bunch of events like every day to try and counter the DNC. That's why I think he should have saved the Elon stream. But I mean, if Elon can't do it this week, it's tough. But I think Trump should do very well in the debate. You think Michigan can just play conservative? Yeah, Michigan's going to bleed the clock in that game 100%. They're going to try and win that game like 20-17. I mean, I think they got home field advantage. They could possibly win. It's not like Texas is this crazy superpower. I mean, Texas is good, but they're not. I mean, I don't know. Michigan's definitely going to be playing annoying in that game. They're just going to try and run the ball the whole time because they don't have a quarterback. Harris finally spoke to the press. Yeah, it was a disaster. The election shouldn't be close. Yeah, I mean, we say that, but it is. I mean, the Democrats are a major party, so it's possibly going to be close. Tim Pool is saying Trump might get sentenced to 1 year. I don't think that's going to happen, man. If Trump gets sentenced, it's going to be a total shit show, man. It's going to be a complete shit show. Is the Waltz Seaman story true? I don't know if you're asking honestly. Republicans got angry because they just blatantly lied about Vance fucking a couch, so they just made up a story of their own. I saw Kamala's stuff. I mean, I could try and find it if you want. I mean, here it is right here.
Are you going to pay for those? And can you give us a sense of what other policies you want to unveil going forward?
Sure. Well, I mean, you just look at it in terms of what we are talking about, for example, around children and the child tax credit and extending the EITC. That is it's at $6,000 for the first year of a child's life. The return on that investment, in terms of what that will do and what it will pay for, will be tremendous. We've seen it when we did it in the first year of our administration. We reduced child poverty by over 50%. So that's a lot of the work. And then what we're doing in terms of the tax credits, we know that there's a great return on that investment. And when we increase home ownership in America, what that means in terms of increasing the tax base, not to mention property tax base, what that does to fund schools, again, return on investment. I think it's a mistake.
Yeah, she said return on investment 4 times in the span of a minute. She does that a lot. Well, she'll repeat the same phrase like 3 times in 30 seconds. It sounds really horrible. Oh, that thing's still... I'm definitely no Trump fan, but it's nice to hear regular people talk politics and not the MSM hacks. I'm also the reigning Fantasy League champ. Let's run that back. Well, I appreciate it, RD. Thank you for that. Is she drunk? Well, she always looks drunk now. She always... But these aren't even the bad clips of her being drunk. You should see my video where she just looks... I mean, the one video, it looks like she came straight from a bar. I think she came straight from a bar in one video. Yeah, the return on investment. Doesn't judge in Trump's case have to hear arguments on immunity and rule on it? Yeah, Curtis, I think that it can be dragged into legal mud until after the election. I think Democrats will probably be fine with it, honestly. Because imagine if Trump does somehow go to jail, that's just going to make him the 100% victim after everything that's happened to him. I think it's going to be dragged and appealed to death until after the election. Love videos, keep it up, but also some respect on Texas. Dalton, yeah, I mean, I could definitely pick Texas to win that game. I think Texas is 3.5-point favorites. No energy, enthusiasm. Well, she's trying to get through it, it seems like. She's trying to, like, make sure she gives a coherent answer. So she can't really focus on, like, you know, being the extracurriculars of being enthusiastic. Surprised she didn't laugh the entire club. Dude, I saw a really funny... I tweeted it out. A really funny impersonation debate. And the lady that was doing Kamala was amazing. The dude that was doing Trump was amazing. It was really good. What website do you use for the election forecast videos? I think it's YP Maps or something. Maybe look that up. I think if you're talking about when I fill it out, or are you talking about like the actual forecasts where I look at other people's forecasts? RFK has turned out to be a dud. Yeah, RFK is kind of... He really hasn't done a whole lot. I think he's got to drop out. I mean, this is pathetic. He's not going to get a single electoral vote. Yeah, there's Tim right there. You want to talk about... He's a wacko. The communist bow. If she becomes president, foreign countries will see our country as a weakness. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with Biden. I mean, what is Biden doing? What's your opinion on the flood of RFK postings on X? I didn't see that. Maybe he's buying advertisers. If are you talking about like him posting specifically, or other people posting positive things about him? If it's other people posting about him, he's probably bought some advertisers or some shit. People to shill for him. Thoughts on Tulsi Gabbard? Yeah, I mean, I think that's a funny troll. I mean, because it is hilarious how Tulsi Gabbard ruined. And by the way, Kamala Harris had legitimate money backing her. It wasn't like it was this sham, just random primary run. I mean, there was money backing her, and she couldn't even make the first caucus or primary. What's the Twitter? It's in the description of this live stream. RFK, yeah, the language was always going to kill him. Another Gary Johnson. He'll probably get slightly more votes than him, because at least he's more known. And he's getting way more press than Johnson ever got. I mean, Johnson was always kind of thought as a loon. I mean, I guess people think of that RFK too, but at least he has the lineage, the family lineage. Trump gets Tulsi to debate against. Yeah, I mean, how about communism by Harris? It's crazy. You unsubscribe to RFK's channel. I mean, I wouldn't subscribe to any of those political channels, honestly. The politician channels, it's all, none of them are doing anything. It's just all their little minions posting clips of them. Sun's almost down. Riots start soon. I mean, let's actually see if they're going to start. Will we get a BLM 2.0? Yeah, it is going down. The lights are coming on. What's the thoughts on the disrespectful Monday night speaking spot for Biden? Well, let's be honest. They're treating Biden like a used condom. I feel bad for Biden, but it's typical. It's typically how they would treat him. They think he's useless at this point. They don't even care what he does. Election stream should be 12 hours. Apparently, YouTube resets it if it goes over 12 hours, so you have to... Maybe it'll be around 12 hours, but I can't make it over 12 hours. It'll reset it or something. I don't know. That's what I was told. If I tried making it over 12 hours. In favorability? Yeah, I know, but I don't think that Vance favorability is right. But you know what Vance got crushed on? The media turning him into like, oh, he hates like women with, that have cats and stuff. That's what killed his approval. Yeah, I'll be live streaming probably until maybe... I mean, dude, the hope with the election is it's decided by 3 a.m. Eastern. That would be the hope. As long as that happens, it's not going to be bad. But the problem is if it goes to the next day, then it's like, well, you can't even... You barely sleep, and it's just such a mess. I wish a reporter would ask Trump what he would change from his time as president. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine... I don't know if he would bring up the vaccine. He probably wouldn't. I would imagine he would just say, you live and you learn. Some people I appointed in 2016 were not correct. And I think the base would agree with that. Go Chicago, don't back down, turn the city red. Well, these aren't Republicans. Let's just say that. You can start a news stream at 12 hours. Yeah, I know. It like resets. That's unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. This just seems like a congested mess. Starting to get out of control. No, they're just kind of standing around and protesting right now. I do wonder if someone will turn it out of control. Maybe that would be terrible for them if it becomes a riot. Just depends. I mean, that's the last thing the DNC would want. Then it becomes a whole story. Found you from March Madness when you had 3K subs. So awesome. Yeah, I probably like my March Madness from 2022 maybe. If I had 3K, I'd say. Barely any, yeah. I remember that. You think it was a good question? What to ask Trump, what he would change? I mean, yeah, that's always a good question. See if he has perspective, but he's going to give a political answer, I'm sure. Trump has never been... I think he's been asked it, honestly. I think I've seen him been asked that question. There's a little bit of a face-off going on. Let's see what happens. Let's see someone push through or something. What channel are they streaming it on? This is just the first one I could find. ABC 7 Chicago. Just look up live protests. All I did was look up protests and then went to the live streams. Would I do a 24-hour stream? No. I mean, but the thing is, it wouldn't even make sense to do that because it would reset. So it would be like you wouldn't even have the full 24-hour duration on there. They shouldn't be allowed to wear masks, honestly. Well, listen, it's COVID. It's COVID. But honestly, even if they didn't wear masks, I mean, whoa. Dude, these people are some Tampa Bay Rays. Caleb Williams. Yeah, Caleb Williams looks good, man. We'll see how well they do. Why are they rioting? Well, I wouldn't call it a riot. It's a protest over the Palestine stuff. I guess they don't think liberals are supporting Palestine enough. Maybe she's a little off course. I think you're right. Yeah, that dude was a dude about 95 pounds. My dog weighs more than that dude. And my dog's in good shape. My cat weighs more than that dude. Thoughts on the Browns stadium situation? I think it's a mess. I think it gets interesting if they do pitch for a new stadium in Cleveland. Until then, there's no way Haslam's going to accept a renovation without a roof. It's just not going to happen. If they pitched a new stadium with a dome stadium in Cleveland, I could see there being an argument between the two. Look at the Chicago situation. It's the same thing. They finally got a dome downtown, and that's what they're going with. Originally, they were going to go to Arlington Heights. So, I mean, I could see them staying, but they need a new stadium downtown if they're going to. Chicago is a liberal shithole. Well, yeah. Well, these people they're not. They're most of them, I'm sure, are not from Chicago. This is a huge event. They've been planning this for months. I remember seeing articles like 2 months ago talking about the DNC and everything that needs to happen there. Is Schumer there? Yeah. You won't be able to recognize him. He'll just be like a giant cockroach. It's just be like a giant cockroach. I saw a photo once of like a giant cockroach in between sesame buns. It was disgusting. The Trump mock debate, dude, that was like, it's so funny how that's like, they're the best at impersonating, and that video somehow only has 300K views. Like, nothing against the actual comedians, they get millions of views, but I mean, that was like the best impersonations I've seen. It's interesting. Do you think the White Sox? No, I don't think so. I don't think the White Sox will. They're probably not going to get enough losses because they already have 30 wins. I mean, it is crazy to be 30-95 or maybe 30-96 now. That is a horrible look for MLB. And it's like, how are you even that bad? It's their lineup is so bad. Their number 3 hitter is batting like 210. Browns build the dome. Yeah, I know. The fans want the dome too. Do you think they will rig the election in Pennsylvania for Harris? I mean, I don't know how to answer that, man. Listen, with the rigging stuff, it's hard because it's like what people are going to do. And look, it's hard for me to balance it because if Trump loses, people are just going to say it's automatically rigged. And look, no, I agree. I actually said, I mean, I'll say point blank, big tech manipulated the 2020 election, Trump would have won. I mean, that's true. Now, whether or not you want to talk about the mail-in ballots, things like that, I mean, I don't know. You would have to you would have to talk to some other people. I mean, Rogan did say it was rigged. Even Rogan said that. But like when it comes to Pennsylvania, dude, the margins are so close. I mean, obviously, let's be honest, if you're a Trump supporter and he loses by 2,000 votes, I mean, a lot of people are going to say it's rigged. That's just the reality of it. But I mean, in 2020, they blatantly manipulated it with the Hunter Biden story. I don't know how libs can even. They're trying to argue it. Just talk about the Hunter Biden story. They manipulated it. You had the FBI, the CIA tell Facebook. There's going to be Russia disinformation. Like, what is this? These are Mucinex cotton balls. It's Chris Christie's wife. Dude, look at this, dude. Look at the mask. Can I sign your mask, man? I need to get like a January 6th mask from someone game worn on January 6th. Yeah, dude, wait, Hassan, the streamer, he said he was going to be there. He said he was going to be there fighting for Palestine. Destiny's there, man. Destiny. Dude, Destiny's trying to get like a game-worn mask from January 6th. Yeah, they're wearing tampons, you're right. Giant tampons walking around. Sleeper build. Landon, that's a sleeper build if I've ever seen one. There was nobody protesting at the RNC. No, I saw outside of the Pfizer Forum, you're right. There was nobody went to that protest. I think because these people think, oh, this is our party and they're abandoning us because they're supporting Israel. That's what I think their thought process probably is. Are there ever good-looking protesters? They're very rare. And the ones that do have potential, they don't dress to it. Let's just say that. Gonna be a lot of humor created. Well, I mean, they're gonna be protesting all 4 days. The question, I mean, dude, this dude's got a freaking surgical mask. He's got like the straps tight, like he's tied it up, and it's like humping his face. I saw that new Alien Romulus. There's no way Alien Romulus is better than Prometheus. People are saying that. That's crazy, man. Come on. Let's not do that. Free abortions are happening. Yeah, it's the death truck. The death truck's going to go around. Go get your abortions. Go get the vasectomies. They got a death. They're advertising it. They're like, this is the death truck. It's going around. They give it out. They're like, come into the death truck. Yeah, this is what the end all U.S. aid to Israel. Looks like some type of Soviet quote. But where's the Soviet flags? I'm a little bit disappointed there's no Soviet flags here. Turn the volume up. I will.
Enough is enough. We demand justice. We demand peace.
I can't listen to their fucking slogans. It's all shit. We demand justice. Definitely better than Covenant. No, I like Covenant better than Romulus as well. I like Michael Fassbender, man. How long am I streaming? You start school tomorrow? Dude, I remember that. Yeah. Remember when we started school in August, like around this time? I mean, that's pretty early to start school. I mean, normally it was like the 23rd or the 24th. But now I'll be streaming till like 10-ish, man. Has to be the smelliest. I mean, is there ever a non-smell protest? What's the point of the gay flag in the protest? I think it's them just like... They have to be trolling. I mean, seriously, they have to be trolling with the gay flag. It's illegal to be gay, and they're protesting for a country to be free and allowed to practice what they believe. And that same country says it's illegal to be gay, and in their protest, they've got the support for gay pride. They're trolling us. They are trolling us. You surprised there are no Nazi flags? You know, I did see a Nazi flag once at a liberal protest randomly. But I see a lot more Soviet flags for sure. They definitely like that. Why all the mess with the they don't want to be they want to be anonymous, that's why. It's nothing more. There's no COVID or anything like that. Might as well throw in an Antifa flag. That is disappointing there's no Antifa. Maybe Antifa's lost their touch. I mean, Antifa's got to be pretty pissed about this. Where's the Antifa stuff? Sean, what do you think of Tom Brady on the Vikings? I think it would work, dude. Tom Brady looks good. Tom Brady does not age, man. He could win 10 games with the Vikings. They've got Addison, Jefferson. They have a good team. At least a good offensive weapons. I think that would be real. That had to have been enticing for him. I mean, I don't know if he's thinking about doing it, but they have to be seen. Yeah. I'm just surprised there's no Antifa. Maybe there is, and they're just not showing it. It's just all Palestine. It's Palestine and LGBT. It makes total sense. They're gotta be trolling us. Imagine if they January 6th the DNC. Well, that would be. They break into the United Center. The United Center gets destroyed. That's the Chicago Bulls arena. And the Blackhawks. Vaughn, what's up, man? Typical liberal protest, gay flag, masks, Palestine flags, abortion signs, and the other communist socialist quotes. It's literally It's as NPC as it can get. But I mean, this is what they are. This is what they are. Eli, I appreciate that, man. Why would Brady play? He's a really good commentator. I mean, he could be a commentator next year. I'm just saying it would be a good spot for him with the amount of talent they have. Yeah, the United Center is kind of a shithole. I agree. I'm surprised they haven't tried to push for a new arena there. And it's relatively old, too, I think. Do you think there will be a terrorist attack or gunfire at the DNC? I don't think so, no. Do you think LSU will make the playoffs? Probably not. And I mean, LSU is very hard to predict because they're going to have a revamped defense and they lost their top 3 offensive playmakers. Where are the Proud Boys? Remember those guys? What are they? Yeah, I think they are called the Proud Boys. They go around with masks. It's all FBI informants. They like cover their entire face. It's a bunch of white guys who are like FBI informants. Stephen Colbert. He should do the tampon dance with Tim Waltz. You know, Tim Waltz is going on there tonight. There's like a, oh my God, that was. Tim Waltz is going on Stephen Colbert. No, I don't know. I'm kidding. But what if he did? he'll do the communist bow. Tim Waltz doing the communist bow. Thoughts on Tony Romo? Yeah, I mean, I thought Tony Romo was annoying. Then I thought he was overhated. So I don't know. I actually now I do think he's overhated. People loved him though at the start when he started doing it, and I thought he was kind of overrated. But now it's the opposite. People just hate him. Colin Kaepernick deserves another chance. Is Kaepernick like 39 now, maybe? Is he at 40 yet? Harbaugh was going to say, there was something about Harbaugh maybe letting him coach, and that didn't happen. Yeah, they're trying, no filming, no media, no press. You're not allowed to film. The vaccine at the, oh God. Not the vaccine again, man. Lord help us. Ole Miss, yeah, they got a lot of, I mean, they're 6th in terms of polling. Feel bad for Greg Olson. Yeah, he kind of got pushed out. I mean, if Brady comes back, he's going to have the number 1 spot back. But yeah, 30 years old it's very old for an arena that really hasn't gotten many huge renovations. That's very old. Patriot Front, yeah, you're right. Breaking news: Kamala is currently in the hospital suffering from alcohol poisoning. Mike, I appreciate it. Well, Kamala's, I mean, she's been drunk several times. Even the police officers say it's like it's obvious she's drunk. They won't talk about it at all. They should have Tim Waltz. Dude, Tim Waltz might be the funniest dude. He's such a buffoon. He is such a what is the right word? Goober. He's just such a wacko. I don't know if you guys saw Tim Waltz yeah, they're pushing out. It looks like they're pushing the press out. They've pushed the press out. and they're shielding people from being able to film the event. Randy, leftism is a religion, LGBTQ, Palestine, climate change are all things you must believe in and accept into the religion. Oh yeah. Or else you'll be exiled and you'll be called a racist or a bigot. And this is you're exactly right. This is the result you get. It's people supporting for freedom for Palestine when Palestine legit hates gay people. That's not an exaggeration. They hate gay people. And you have gay support flags there. But again, it's like they're just doing it to troll us. But the sad thing is they're not. I'm just coping and saying that. This is how dumb these people are. So they will perform a live abortion. That's gonna be the special feature. That's gonna be the main event. They'll perform one live on stage. I mean, they're bragging about the death truck coming in. Remember with Tim Waltz, she's like, "Oh, you can suck on a cantaloupe." Dude, they're making fun of Waltz so much, it's pathetic. He's the literal white bitchy boy that gets whooped by the badass minority woman. I said that was the dynamic. I mean, that's the dynamic. Bill Maher. Yeah, I mean, Bill Maher does call this stuff out, but he is a liberal. I mean, certainly, I think he's voting for Kamala. Or at least he was voting for Biden. I don't know. I haven't watched this stuff recently. Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, Nancy can definitely drink with the best of them. Yeah, there's a bicycle wall protecting the flowers. No, there must be like maybe the United Center is over there. I don't know. Look at this. They got a float. They have a float coming down. Or is that maybe that's not what that? I mean, what is that? It's like a. What's your opinion on mainstream media calling out Kamala's communist agenda last week? Really helped Trump end the honeymoon phase. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm not even sure we've seen polls yet that will tell us, because that just happened. Normally, it takes polls like around 4 or 5 days to up, because the event has to happen, and then the polling has to happen, and then they'll release them. Normally, polls are done over 4 or 5 days, so it definitely helped enter momentum. I think the mainstream media knows it's such a dumbass thing, and they're like, this is stupid. I don't know what she's going to do about it. Because now you've got people defending it and saying, well, other states do that where they hold the prices down, but it's for an emergency, like a hurricane or something, and then they say, oh, that's what Kamala wants. But that's not what it sounds like. It sounds like she's running on the idea that the reason your prices are so bad because they needed something to blame. And they didn't want to blame the Biden administration, which is her administration. They're trying to distance themselves from it. But I think the dynamic by doing the whole price gouging bullshit, when it's absurd, it makes no sense. The margins are so thin with grocery stores anyways and producing food in general. I think that the idea is to shift the blame off of the Biden administration for the inflation and onto price gouging or multi-billion-dollar corporations. I think that was the idea. And that's why that was proposed. Because that's what they said. Because Harris was originally saying, I know things are costing too much, and now she proposes this. Do you think they were going to assassinate Biden? No, they were going to 25th Amendment him. They were going to take him out with the 20. He would have been gone with the 25th. There's no way he would have, because it would have been like a case, or he would have to take the stand and say why he's still competent to serve. It would have been pretty crazy, but they would have done that. Do more 9/11 survival videos. Yeah, I'll have to look up and see if I can find more stuff on that, because I've done a lot of people's stories on that, but I'm sure there's more. I mean, Pence is in Chicago, expected to announce January 6th as an Pence, yeah. Dude, Mike Pence, what a dude. And looks like they stopped the coverage of this. Oh no, it's 8 o'clock, so they have to do this. Yeah. They have to go to the reporter when it's 8 o'clock. Jon Snow, what's up, man? Colbert Newsome. Newscum? that is a good nickname. I thought it was Putin's fault. I mean, everything is Putin's fault, man. Everything. You have to understand. If it's not Putin's fault, it's Trump's fault. Understand it. Thoughts on Putin? I mean, am I going to give the typical Republican answer here? Look, Putin is... The reason Republicans like Putin and respect him is because there's no crazy immigration. It's more of a conservative type of leadership. But listen, there's obviously problems with Putin. I mean, invading another country in 2024 is pretty unacceptable. And I understand. Look at what NATO did. Look at their expansion. It's very hard to because NATO is technically just it's just a defense pact. It's not supposed to be an offensive alliance, but it's become that because of all the European countries into it. So NATO kind of gets away with adding more countries under the guise of safety and defense, when in reality they're just making this massive alliance stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's getting closer and closer and closer to Russia. And Russia views that as an expansion, like you're expanding going into other countries. So then they try and push back against it. But in reality, Russia's the only one invading another country. When you join NATO, you're not being invaded. It's a very hard dynamic. Any videos on the JFK assassination? I don't have any video. I was watching the upscaled versions of that. That's a crazy, crazy video, man. Crazy video. Try and find an upscale, with the AI now, you can get upscaled videos on pretty much everything, like 1080, not 4K, but... And they're able to blend the color pretty well. They used to not be able to do that. Summer of Love, I don't think it's going to be a Summer of Love. Yeah, if anyone wants the Discord, I can go ahead and link it if anyone wants it. Unfortunately, I'm not even sure that the exclamation point command works on YouTube. Does it? If it does, I'll try and I'll do it for the next time. I mean, it probably does. It's a streaming platform. I just never seen people use it on YouTube. NATO is outdated. Yeah, it's like 60 years outdated, or at least 30 years since the Soviet Union fell. Yeah, no, the masks, they have to wear the masks. They're afraid of getting prosecuted for anything, so they wear the masks. And they're just all in just a big pile. It's just one big lard pile. We should split Russia from China and go for a treaty. You're talking about like a treaty with Russia? I mean, Russia would want us to leave NATO to do a legitimate military alliance with them. It did look like Russia and this is what Trump had said. Russia and China were really not on great terms during Trump's administration because America had a stable relationship with Russia, and Trump was really hard on China for obvious reasons because Russia never said they wanted to be better than the United States. China has said that. And obviously with the pandemic, it certainly helped keep China down with their economy, the way they handled COVID. But now the dynamic is because you've got this anti-Russia coalition, and I understand it. I mean, listen, Russia invaded, a smaller country. That's not good. I get it. But there's been no dialogue with liberals. They just hate Russia to a core, and it's pushed Russia closer to China because Russia really has no one else. But I mean, I do wonder how Trump will handle that. Should the U.S. leave NATO? Well, that's I wouldn't be able to answer that question. I've been thinking about that. It's impossible because I don't know the entire infrastructure that we've built through NATO and through those alliances. We've got a lot of military bases in Europe that are important. Now, you could say, well, that's dumb. We shouldn't have those. We just focus on America. But it's not that simple. It's a very complicated thing. But I think with our military, we should leverage it a lot more than how we're doing it. How do we have the biggest military in the world and we're the ones getting screwed? That just makes, if anything, we should have countries begging to pay us money so we join their alliance. Like we have by far the biggest ever. And we have still this weird obligation of having to finance all these other countries and keep them safe. It just, because again, remember the dynamic of NATO. Would we join a pact like NATO right now? Hell no. But we joined it in the late 40s when we weren't nearly as powerful. And I mean, technically, we were still really powerful in the 40s, mainly because we weren't that involved in World War II. I mean, all the other major powers lost so many soldiers, especially in Europe, and we were technically kind of unscathed almost. Thoughts on Xi Jinping? Yeah, he wants. I think he's very similar to Putin. He wants Taiwan. You can tell. It's very important for these guys' legacy. They want the territorial expansion. Trump's poll numbers will go through the roof of the. Yeah, he'll definitely get a big boost. I was gonna do a video on that big dick, dude. I like that idea. That's pretty sweet. That's what Elon wants. It's underground. It's a very interesting idea what Boston did. But they already built their city, so it was a mess in terms of the construction that they had. I wouldn't use they invaded a smaller country as an excuse. We invade smaller countries on their. No, that's not the same, man. Come on, that's not even close to the same. They're trying to take over a country and take their land. We don't, that the United States hasn't done that. I mean, people always say that about, the Middle East and everything like that. I want the United States to leave the Middle East, but the idea that we would compare that, like if the United States, if you want a comparison, it would be us literally trying to invade and just take over Canada, like take over it, and it becomes part of the United States. We don't try and invade countries and have territorial expansion, especially in the 21st century with nukes. Do you think Ukraine using American weapons to invade Russia will provoke World War III? Well, I would not consider what Ukraine is doing as an invasion. If anything, it's a counter-invasion. You can't call it an invasion because Russia invaded first. So for them to, that's not how that dynamic works. They're not invading Russia. It's just a counter-offensive is what I would call it. I wouldn't say Ukraine's invading Russia. Because if Ukraine was invading Russia, there would have to be no war, and then Ukraine invades, and then Russia pushes them back. I don't view it as an invasion personally, but I think if Ukraine gets further and further and further into Russia, I don't know what they're doing. If they mount a serious offensive and and Russia gets threatened, would Russia go after the United States? I think they've got bigger problems on their hands. They would have to push Ukraine back. But Jesus Christ, man. I mean, what is this? There's got to be a troll or something. They're just showing this no matter. Some dudes. No, I think they were legitimately zoomed in on that. That was really dumb. The debates as of now will help Trump after. Well, listen, we have to understand Harris is not good at debates anyways. I mean, she's just not. Now, I don't think Trump was. I think there were a lot of problems with Trump during the debate against Biden. A lot of it was not talked about because Biden was so bad, but Trump's got to clean some things up. Like, there were a lot of questions that Trump just didn't answer, and that's going to happen in debates. But, I mean, with these liberals, I mean, the bar's the floor. I don't think Kamala's going to do much better, honestly. She might even be, in some ways, worse because there's so much word salad involved to where it sounds like she doesn't know what she's talking about. I mean, Biden mumbles and you can't understand him, but you can tell it's like he's got a grasp of something. Yeah, what a demon camera work that was. Holy shit. Yeah, the DNC's at the United Center. That was brutal. I mean, what was that, man? I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, they're gonna go away from that, right? And then they just stayed on, and I had to like get off of it. Yeah, the odds right now. You know what, Dragon? I saw the odds. It's 49. I just saw him like a few minutes ago. It's 49-48. Harris is up 49, but Trump has brought it back. Yes, but again, guys, the odds. Remember, they're based off of polls. It's really. They're based off of polls. Yeah, technically, people vote and it's effective, or people spend money on a candidate and it pushes them up. But the reason that's done is because of the polls. Kamala went up in the terms of the odds because of the polls. Does Waltz give Kamala free tampons? I think Waltz is going to be in that tampon truck. They're bringing a tampon truck to the DNC. They're passing out tampons to dudes, mainly. Their target demographic is liberal white men. Yeah, Netflix is doing a documentary on Biden, And apparently there were quotes in it from like some CNN people, and they were like, Biden's more influential than every American president in history. You can make that argument. And there was a historian that ranked Biden like the third best president ever. They're like, he's a god. No, I'm kidding about that. Thomas, thanks for the ringside seat to the sideshow. Your channel is great. Keep up the export. Thomas, I appreciate that, man. People in the U.S. can't bet on Dude, you know what? There's so many mixed things I hear about online betting. I believe you can bet on it. I mean, you have to be able to. Can't you just use a VPN or something? I don't know. I mean, normally I don't bet on really anything political or anything like that. I just don't see it as a good return on investment because it takes time anyways. Even if you bet on Trump to win, you're not going to get your payout. And it's 50-50 anyways. It's not even that good odds. I mean, if you bet on Trump to win like a year ago when he had like 20% odds, then yeah, that, you know. But even then, you're waiting even longer to get your payout. Want them to protest in front of the Chicago Trump Tower? They might do that, yeah. I mean, it's going to be 4 days. Waltz will perform a live tampon tutorial. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, Waltz is probably just the weirdest guy. He is a, and I'm not even saying that to try, like, what is this? Are we going to start seeing a riot or something? They got the blue lights out. It's all gone blue. It takes a few people to do it. Why are we saying Russia's horrible for wanting old land back when America invaded neighboring countries for no reason? Well, I mean, also the other thing, we have to understand, when did we invade? Like, Russia is doing this with hypersonic nukes. It's a little bit different. You're comparing apples to oranges. Like, in 2024, it's a little bit different. Listen, there was a lot of invasions that happened, and the reason the world never blew up is because we didn't have the technology to blow up the world. But if this keeps happening now, there's going to be big issues eventually. And that's why people are so angry about an invasion in 2024 with a big superpower like Russia. No, I understand that I understand what Russia is doing. That's how it works. I mean, listen, if the United States somehow, if we had some type of countries and then in 91 we lost them and then we had the means to get them back, I mean, would people want to do that? Yes, people would. But, you know, you can understand our side of it to where we don't want the world to get destabilized like that. And then it turns into pandemonium. Well, I mean, I don't think she's up in the polls. I think, if anything, it doesn't really matter, honestly, with the polls right now, man. Even, I mean, like, Trump's doing way better than he did in the previous two election cycles. I mean, they're trying to use these poll numbers as, like, this phony optimism. I mean, what is this shit, dude? Like, look at this. We've got some, like, freaking... This is a college kid doing this. This is a... Dude, can you not just point the thing at the freaking crowd? Oh my god. They might be telling him you can't film or something if this is happening. They're probably telling him you can't do that. Russia is not a superpower. They have to be a superpower, man. They're at least 3 or 4, I'd say, in terms of superpowers. It depends what you value as a superpower. Do you value nukes? Do you value GDP? Do you value military growth? Foot soldiers? There's a lot that goes into it. But overall, they're top 3. I would say they're 3. Definitely, it's United States, and United States, China, and then you could argue Russia. It's an intern. Well, I mean, it's. I feel like they're probably being told like you can't film something. I don't even know. This is horrible. I'm gonna have to go to another stream. I'm gonna have to see if I can go to another stream or something. Yeah, we gotta sit through this. Come on. This has got to be it. Dude, I was like, Jesus. How they're not even showing it. This is from like this is not live. They're saying this is live. There's no way that's live. But yeah. Oh yeah, this was probably what I had it right now. This is probably all the swing states. You could argue Virginia maybe liberal. You could argue that for sure. You could argue Minnesota maybe still a swing state and not lean Democrat, but that's probably where I would put the states right now. Also, I mean, Nebraska second could be a swing. Do you like studying World War One or two? I would say World War Two. I like studying. Yeah, WGN said, I'm out. What odds do you give yourself for surviving above the North Tower? I would say 0, honestly. It's very, you're not going to survive above the North Tower. Even if you knew everything that happened and went back and tried to survive, you're not going to survive. Flip New Mexico? I don't think so, man. I don't think New Mexico is... I agree. You could argue that Trump should easily win North Carolina. What's my take on Akron football? I mean, they're normally horrible, man. They're probably going to be like a 4-8 team, maybe. I don't know. Do you believe all the events of World War II are absolutely true? What do you mean? There's no way all the events are absolutely true. But that's not how war works. Obviously, there's some things that history remembers that aren't going to be true. I mean, that happens with everything, though. World War II was the final day of traditional warfare. Yeah, you could argue that, but I mean, there were other wars after that where they didn't. Nukes were still in their infancy. Predictions for. I'll do a video on that, Mike. I mean, they're boring games. I mean, there's only 4 games for week 0. A ton of New York Republicans moved here. Which state are you talking about? North Carolina? Harris, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. I mean, Virginia probably she leads. The other 3 are, I don't know, man. I think the other 3 are impossible to say one way or another. Flip Vermont. Yeah, that makes sense. Would you prefer electoral college or popular vote? Electoral college, man. Add Crooks as a candidate. Oh, we're not doing that again, man. Come on. Add Crooks. Should I add it? Should I just do a random one again? Flip DC red. Well, that does make sense. We'll lighten it red a little bit. West Virginia, Penn. That should be a good game, man. West Virginia, Penn State. I think West Virginia is going to hang in that game too. North Carolina, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. A lot of people migrating from New York. Is Candace Owens losing her mind? I don't know. I haven't seen much of what Candace Owens has said recently. CNN and Fox are entertainment. I mean, I guess they're just propaganda. Thoughts on Skeens versus I think they're gonna give it to Skeens, probably the Livy Dunn effect. Kanye versus LeBron. That would be a funny election. I do think LeBron's going to get into politics. We'll see. I don't know. China will try to invade Russia pretending to be their friends. Please, no. Lord, no. We don't need that, man. I don't think that's going to happen. This is the most popular Trump's been pretty much ever in his election career, you're right. In his political career. Is Trump still unsafe at outdoor rallies? Well, he's going to have bulletproof glass now. Which you could argue is kind of a badass thing. You could argue that. I probably don't have a lot of light on me right now. I mean, whether or not... I think he's going to be safer than without the bulletproof glass, obviously. But listen, all it takes is one person. I mean, I just can't believe how badly they were, man. I cannot believe it how bad they secured that. It just doesn't make any sense. It's interesting that the far right and far left both agree on hating Israel. Yeah, there's an interesting alliance there. They should form their own party, get together. Amazing. '50 state poll and a poll chat for who wins with Trump, Harris, Crooks, Stein, Tim Walz, Horse, JD Vance's couch, Harris, discarded liquor bottles. That would be something I'd have to set up. A poll. Who wins, Hunter Biden or Trump? Make a poll. Am I going to make a liberal X account? Yeah, I'm going to have to do that at some point to see what they're saying. Oh yeah, Sheets is trending. She went to Cheat Sheets. Kamala did. She's like, I want Doritos. Dude, Jake Paul was like, fuck New York. Fuck Democrats. Jake Paul. Yeah, I think the bump is bullshit anyways. They were talking about, oh, they're going to get a big bump. They're going to get a big bump from the DNC. Republicans never got a bump. They're going to have protests. How are they going to get a bump? It's bullshit. We get more polling bias. Great. Did you watch Candace Owens' X Space today? No, somebody told me that there was some weird stuff going on. I didn't watch it, though. Yeah, the Swifties for Trump, the fake AI, that's pretty funny. Georgia Tech will upset FSU. I mean, it's possible, man. Yeah, if you haven't seen this video, it's pretty good. Hold on.
Doritos.
And then her husband gets it, and he's like a child. He gives it to her like he's a child.
Ah, Dougie, there they are. Yeah. Thank you.
I know you want that.
She just snatches it. He's just oh, what is this? Oh.
Is it corn nuts over there
Isn't this it?
Corn nuts.
That's the big. There you go. That's funny.
Dude, Waltz is... Dude, this is the night... Look at this guy. Just peering over. Is Kamala's husband Doug well, she calls him Dougie, apparently. Leading report is bullshit, man. Let's be honest about leading report. Come on. We got to stop with leading report. I got to stop talking about showing them in my videos. I mean, look, they say a bunch of crap. I mean, I guess it's good for views. Doug's like, he's got the Doritos like he's a child. Her white servant. Yeah, Waltz is like, I got him, Kamala. She's like, these are the corn chips. Yeah, they send her to these places to try and make her seem normal. I mean, Kai, Europe rightfully belongs to native white Europeans. Tired of people downplaying mass immigration. Our nations are being irreversibly ruined. Yeah, no, but no. Japan can have it, but we can't because we're racist if we say it. You're right. It's all bullshit. I mean, it's all guilty. It's all white people that have white guilt that want it. $10 for some chips depends on where they are, but probably. Why post stuff like that? Because they think it's funny. I mean, all the liberals will be like, "Oh, it's so nice." She's so nice. She's so cute. Waltz is like her competing cuck wannabe husband. Yeah, Waltz is like a pathetic. Waltz is like the dude in the friend zone who's just like the teacher's pet. There's no way people will vote for these. Yeah, unfortunately they will. They will vote for them, sadly, yes. Democrats are communist. Well, they certainly have communist ideation, at least. I mean, she did say she wants equity. They're at Sheets, I think. Hot Cheetos, dude. Flamin' Hot Cheetos are no joke, man. Flamin' Hot Cheetos will burn your mouth. It's like Chuck Schumer pretending to grill burgers. Yeah, and then he admitted he's never been in his backyard before. He's like, I have to be honest, this is the first time I've been in my backyard. Waltz is there to serve her. Yeah, Waltz is the little white boy servant.
You see corn nuts over there too? Oh yeah, that's
Dude, he doesn't. Dude, he's like it's like he's a dog with a treat. He's like a dog with a treat. Come on.
You see corn nuts over there too?
Doug, I got him for her. Oh yeah. There it is. And then he gets like the reassurance. I remember eating Doritos. Jalen Hurts. Remember that fake cowboy Marcus Flowers who ran against MTG? No. You don't understand. If you wear a cowboy hat, you're a liberal. I mean, you're awoken. You're awakened. How many times have I seen the charade where you've got this dude on a ranch, like they just sent him out to a ranch, he wears a cowboy hat, and he's just like, I have to say, guys, I've reached the fifth dimension. I'm not conservative. I'm a farmer, but I'm liberal because I'm just smarter than all of you. And then they try and seem like they're this they're enlightened. That's what it is. Nightmare blunt rotation. Oh no, people are definitely gonna vote for her, man. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, Waltz she's like, I wanted the corn nuts. Dude, Waltz is like holding up that bag like he's doing a salute. Yeah, Waltz has got to be the worst, man. Waltz is horrible. When Waltz speaks, man, it's going to be hilarious. Fox News showing the riot. Is it a riot now? I don't think it's a riot, man. California for Oh, do you want me to do one of those funny things again? One of those funny maps? Watch Minnesota go red. I mean, it's possible, man. I mean, we got 2 polls and people want to act like Minnesota's. I mean, it's probably gonna be a liberal state. Family size is $6 for Doritos. Yeah, no, I mean, depends on where you live, but it's like a big bag could be like $4, $5. Although I haven't had Doritos in a while, I don't know. I don't know what the current ship prices are. Exactly. Is Newsom speaking? I don't think I saw Newsom on. I mean, I would imagine he'd probably speak. He's like one of their up and coming people, but I didn't see him on the list. But they only listed like the main people. I think there's going to be a lot of people speaking, obviously, so maybe he is one of them. The riot update. Let me see if I can get it on X. No, they don't even post stuff on here. Of course, it's going to be a close election. Of course. Jimmy Garoppolo, Hulk Hogan at Giant Eagle tomorrow. Man, you may go to the booth. Would have gotten a Trumpomania shirt. That's interesting, man. Do a troll map, best of the worst trolls. Yeah, no, I saw the Mike Tyson fight, man. The Mike Tyson, Jake Paul weigh-in. I don't know if it was the weigh-in or just them talking, but they were like doing a. They might have been doing a face-off. Please fix DC. I mean, it doesn't matter, dude. People like. Anyone who wants an overreaching government, well, I mean, that's pretty much every liberal. They want an overreaching government. Because I mean, you can't trust people to. I mean, people need to have their rights taken. We can't trust people. That's their whole point. Troll map isn't entertaining. Yeah, I mean it was fun, but I don't know. I saw a clip of a reporter that said they are starting to throw trash and water bottles at police. It's only the beginning. Well, it only takes a few people. It only takes a few people. Do you think the debate is going to change anything? Well, listen, we did say that the debates, they're pretty much, they're not going to matter, but I mean, the Biden debate took them out, so who really knows, man? But honestly, normally the debates don't change a whole lot, but this could be different because people really don't know Harris very well, so it's going to have a big impact for sure. But will it actually change the polls a ton? It's hard to say. Normally they don't, but I mean, if you're going to have a horrible performance, it is going to change things. I think Harris is just going to say the word salad and the same. I mean, I don't think Harris is going to be very good during the debates, but the problem is they'll compare her to Biden. They'll compare her to Biden. She'll be better than Biden, and that's the whole thing. Trump needs to win Arizona, Georgia, and Virginia. I mean, I think Virginia is going to be pretty hard to win. But listen, we're going to have to see what happens with Virginia. All right, man. I'll see you, Curtis. Will you debate me? What's your YouTube channel, brother? Little Bubba. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Shrinkflation hurts families.
Oh my God.
And Senator
You gotta
Sherrod
deal with
Brown
this stuff. You get a double ad. I'm not used to getting these ads, honestly. The mainstream liberal media is doing all they. Oh, this is this guy might. Is this an actual channel? Agenda Free TV. I don't know. We're showing the riots happening. Saw you cover up three. You up 3 over Kamala Harris. What are you talking about? Saw you up 3 over Emerson? What are the recent Emerson polls, Matt? I don't know what you're talking about. There are Emerson polls, and actually there are some that are good for Trump. No ad blocker. I do have ad blocker, but I will say my ad blocker doesn't work sometimes. No, this dude's not AI. The background's AI. No, the background's just a green screen or something. Oh, actually, I don't even think it's a green screen. It looks like it's an actual TV. Yeah, that's actually a TV, it looks like. Lil Bubba. It's a rapper name. Trump endorsed poor candidates in 2022. 2022 was a shit show. Harris might ban some type of farming. They put restrictions on it. Liberals own all the mainstream media. That's why Trump will never be up in the polls. Well, I mean, he was up against Biden, but you're in part because they wanted Biden to get out. But it is going to be hard for Trump to lead. I mean, some of these like ABC and ABC News polls are all crap, and they're always against Trump, and they always underestimate him. That's just the reality. A spinning globe. Protest chanting, DNC go home, or we're going to bring the war home. I mean, this dude, where's the news coverage here? Dude, not this guy again. Oh my God. I can't watch these fucking lights. Oh, dude, this dude, what the hell? This dude's, he's been through a tough time. Bubba. Why didn't the red wave happen during the midterms? Well, listen, that was a horrible timing with Roe v. Wade, let's be honest. Also, it was some not great candidates as well. And also, it wasn't a Trump year, so there were a lot of Trump people that just don't vote. You know, Trump gets people to vote. Yeah, I saw ABC's Chicago. I don't want to go to that, man. It just shows a bunch of flashing blue lights constantly. Nobody talks about the fact that Biden ripped all of us off of 600. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me tell you something. That might have been the one good thing Biden did was not give $2,000 stimulus checks. We would even have stimulus checks are the worst thing for inflation. Oh, this is a passionate. This is passion.
That's 56% of the population. We are in violation of the United Nations Conventions of Human Rights. 85%
So is every other country.
of countries in the world now have gender and sex equality in their constitutions. The United
Does Palestine?
States does
What if
not.
someone asked for that?
Trump blocked the Equal Rights Amendment. Biden and Harris have an opportunity to undo the presidential interference by Trump.
What about affirmative action getting canceled?
Does Kamala Harris taking over from Joe Biden give you any hope?
Yes, if she listens to equality, that is deserved. Yeah, that is deserved by the majority of the Americans.
Thank you. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Dr. Eileen Murphy.
A doctor, a robot. That's some nice. Yeah, you're right. I think it is just a brim and her hair is above it. You're right on that. Yeah, I know it is. It's obviously a replay. I'm not going to the other shit, dude. Yeah, that's hilarious. You're gonna spam. You're gonna spam a little bit. You can't be spamming, man. Come on. The bird nest. I think that's her. I think that's her hair, man. I think that might be her hair. Oh God. Dude, wait, did they ask why he's wearing a mask?
Its policy regarding Israel and respect international law and respect human rights.
And what's your name?
I'm Mark.
And what's your last name?
I don't want to share my last
That's
name.
okay. And what age are you?
I'm 20.
And where do you live?
I live in Chicago for school, but I'm from North Carolina.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Why are you wearing a mask? I thought you wouldn't be ashamed to do this. Cuyahoga National Park. I don't think I've ever been there, man. You're going into the pool? All right, good night, man. Is that a girl? It's hard to tell. They all got masks on. At least this dude doesn't. I don't know how the dude can breathe. Take the mask. Well, this dude doesn't have a mask on.
No, unfortunately, no. Because the same people that support Biden are the ones that are putting Kamala in power. It's basically a system where only the
Well, he doesn't support her.
Get control over who is representing us, and it's a bitter shame. We saw it in the primaries where they basically got Cory Bush.
Like, look at this.
And,
I'm sorry, but look at this.
And excuse me. And Jamal
Honey,
Bowman
honey.
out because of Apex
Big
funding,
fella.
and the same thing's happening here.
Big
unfortunately.
fella.
What's your name and could you spell your full name for
Dude,
me?
look at this. They got mannequins with an LGBT beanie on.
ELHI.
Someone get that for Tim Pool.
Thank
Get that for Tim Pool.
Huh?
What is your age?
I am 31 years old.
And where do you live?
That's a little too much.
Too much. Okay.
Oh, they don't even show where they live. What's the big deal? What's the big deal, man? Why do people hate Trump? They hate Trump because Trump's got a big personality and they're conditioned by the media. And Trump's a Republican. So the media hates Trump in general just because he's a Republican, for starters. I mean, they would hate DeSantis as well. Look at what they were doing to DeSantis. I mean, this is a typical gathering. No, they're most of them are not from Chicago. I mean, Chicago has a big some of these people are from Chicago because Chicago's got a big population. But most of I mean, this was a coordinated thing that they were doing, which the Democrats obviously hate, but they're hoping it probably just lasts tonight or whatever. You should debate the little Bubba guy. He's just a random troll. They hate Trump because, well, they hate Trump because he's a Republican. Like, let's just call it what it is. They would hate the same unless you allow them to run you over. They're just gonna hate you. Like, they don't hate Mitt Romney because Mitt Romney got ran over. Like, it is what it is. Same thing with McCain. I think the protest probably will last all week. They're probably just not going to cover it, I'm guessing. That would be my guess. Leaders of this protest also were in the different protests. Yeah, they're protest toppers, basically. They go to different protests, things like that. Most hate Trump because he's a billionaire. Well, they'll like billionaires if the billionaires are liberals. They'll like... The media loves... I mean, what media are you talking about, though? I mean, the media loves anyone that'll lay down. So that's why they like... Again, that's like why they like Romney, they like McCain. But if you stand up to them, that's when it becomes a big problem. They can't handle that. If you lay down for them and you're just a dumb, oh, shucks, we lost, conservative, they like you, yeah. But I mean, in general, the media is 85-90% liberal, so they're not going to like conservatives, and especially if you have a bigger personality, that just makes it worse. Again, they were doing the same stuff with DeSantis when they thought he was a threat. They were saying DeSantis was worse than Trump because they were like, oh, he's such a threat. He's even worse. Jets win at least nine games. I want the Jets to do well, man. I really do. An alt for little Bubba. I mean, dude, like, why do we let this get derailed by a fucking troll? Just Jesus Christ. What flag is that? Looks like maybe a Ukraine flag in there, honestly. It's laughable when they say George W. Bush was better than Trump. Well, I mean, they hate Trump with everything. I mean, there's been liberal professors that say Trump's the worst president ever. Well, DeSantis did make Florida conservative. That is true. And also, I mean, listen, the migration happened because of the policies, and I mean, it was already kind of happening, but then they got crazy Republican migration. They're just protesting because of the DNC. It's all Palestine people. Palestine and gay pride together. It's oil and water, but they do it. That's what they do. 2016 Trump, 2020 Trump, 2024 Trump. Well, I mean, I think everyone has nostalgia. Let's just say that. So I think everyone would say 2016 probably. And also, you could argue Trump was a lot more, or at least a little bit more aggressive in terms of some policies than he is now. Now he's a lot. He wants to get back in power. I mean, he wanted to win in 2016, but it was a little bit different. It seemed like he was a little bit more aggressive in terms of not caring about his enemies in 2016. It's a little bit different now. 2020, obviously. It's hard with 2020 because it was just all the fucking COVID shit. Yeah, they're protesting the White Sox. I mean, the White Sox are horrific. How come Rachel Maddow freaked out about the Ronna McDaniel hire? Well, they just hate all conservatives, if we're being honest. They're going to freak out about everyone. Trump 2028. It depends what you mean, dude. You know, there's people that are like, well, if Trump loses here, will he run in 2028? Lord, no. Where are the girls twerking? They're probably there somewhere. Very realistic scenario. Trump ends up at 268. I mean, I can play with the map a little bit to see. I mean, realistic scenario. I mean, I would say right now it'd be like Arizona, probably Nevada. That would be Trump at 260. You're talking about something like that. Why aren't you streaming live on Rumble? I mean, I don't have a. I mean, you know what? I do have a Rumble channel, but I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone really uses Rumble very much, honestly, because I don't like its interface personally, and I think YouTube's way cleaner, and its analytics are way better, and I could get way more views on YouTube anyways. So why would I? You know, even if I wanted to just stream also on Rumble, it just doesn't make much sense. That would be bad. Yeah, this would be a brutal result. This is probably how it would happen, I would guess. I mean, stream on Truth Social. I was going to get Truth Social to see what Trump was saying, but I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. He's on X. What does it matter? Plus, they post all of his Truth Socials on X anyways. Yeah, the Bush 2000 election was ridiculous. It was absurdly close. I mean, if it's decided by like 500 votes, 1,000% Trump wins Virginia. I mean, but based off of what polling? There's been no polling with Harris versus Trump. The only polls we got was Biden versus Trump. They haven't updated anything. I think Rasmussen said they were updating polls. I do think they said that. New Jersey is swinging a little bit to the right, not to the point where Republicans can win it though. Someone rushed to the stage at the delegate welcome party. Really? On who? Kamala and Tim Walz got caught staging their Doritos purchase. They even filmed this event twice as Kamala Harris requested corn nuts in the video she released. What? I'm not even sure if that's real, honestly. I don't. Yeah, this is the time of stuff. DNC go home, or we are going to bring the war home. Crowd now severely outnumbers them. I wonder what'll happen, honestly. Yeah, I think Rasmussen said they were doing a Virginia poll. We'll see what... It's probably going to be like Harris +3 if I had to guess. Dude, this is literally Tim Walz's, like, daughter. This is absurd. Mucinex. Abortion pills. we got giant abortion pills. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it for you, honey. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it for you. I don't think you're ever gonna get pregnant. I mean, they're mocking babies. Dude, look at this. This is a dude. Is that an old lady or a dude? Oh, I think that's an old dude. Oh my god. Dude, I gotta do a video on that or something. Abortion pills. Oh man. Remember when they dressed up as vaccines, like the shot? They dressed up as a shot. Dude, this is the typical left. But no, Trump's weird. You're right, Trump's weird. I gotta like this. I gotta remember this. Trump's the weird one. Wait, that's Tim Walz's daughter? That's Tim Walz's wife? Yeah, Waltz is the wacko, man. I made a model of the World Trade Center in the World Trade Center topic on Discord. You made a model on just IRL or on Minecraft. Well, they don't. These people just want attention. It looks like they're just like, oh, let's go as abortion pills. They're going in. Wait, they're gonna be on Colbert. They're gonna be on Colbert because remember that's what they're gonna go on there dressed up. They're giving out free boosters. Well, I mean, at some point the grift has to end with the boosters. I think Pfizer I think Pfizer's even sick of the liberals. Pfizer's at this point just like just stop. You've already tanked our stock. Please leave us alone now. The boosters are all bullshit. They're all fake. Just stop. That's what. Imagine if Pfizer said that. Pfizer's like, how dumb are you? We've given this old lady like 32 boosters. She just got COVID for the 7th time. We're just done with it. I mean, Pfizer, their stock just tanked over the past year. These have got to be like the top Democrat supporters. These have to be the top liberal supporters. Oh my god, what a badass. That's an old dude. Oh, the thighs. Yeah, shit, they'll be going on Jimmy Kimmel probably. God bless summer. Yeah, I mean, God bless owning your own land. It's Tim Waltz right here. Yeah, that's probably Waltz. Dude, what if someone asked Tim Waltz like a serious question? If somebody asks this would be amazing. But it has to be to Tim Waltz. Like, were they like, with Halloween coming up, would you go dressed as an abortion pill? I think he would be like, oh, maybe. He'd be like, ha ha ha, that would be awesome. I think Waltz would probably do it. They'd probably do it. Does Steven Crowder still have a show? I think he didn't. I think he still does on YouTube. Or he definitely has a deal with Rumble, I'm sure. I know he has a deal with Rumble, but I don't know if he still has YouTube. Any shot these rioters get violent with weapons, that would be horrible for the DNC. I think they're trying to just, I don't know. I mean, I think they're discouraging people from filming it too. I don't know what weapons they have or anything like that. I don't even know, man. I put it on your most recent post if you want to see. Yeah, this is my burner anyways, so what I would have to do is where is it? Oh, is it not on my X? Dude, that's the communist bow. The communist bow. There it is. Dude, but then just look at the mannerisms. It's like he just won the election. The communist bow, you gotta love it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, these are queens. Queens. I mean, how evil do you have to be to dress up as an abortion? And look, she's like happy about it. She's strutting. Oh my god, dude. This is deranged. Wisconsin Election Commission and the DMV have been sued for allegedly failing to verify if oh my god. Yeah, this is leading reports been saying this type of stuff. I mean, they've been saying this stuff. Dude, with a mask, with a mask.
Do better than that. Mike Damani.
150,000 people are dead. You are funding a genocide. The Harris administration keeps
The dude has to, oh, they're trying to get it. Dude, the black people just shut her down. The black people just shut her down. Yeah, I saw the Trump song with Kodak Black. Yeah, they had to have a mask on going up there. They'll probably ban him though. They'll find that girl. I mean, you can't be doing that. Do you think Trump should denounce his far-right supporters to gain independence? Well, what do you mean? Who would he even denounce? I mean, what are you talking about? The Proud Boys or Patriot Front denouncing them? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends how big they are in the party. I made it in Rec Room. What does that mean? It's highly accurate. Really, it's good. You want me to take a look at it on stream? Do you think Iran will yeah, probably. Dude, that seems like a pressure cooker that's gonna burst at some point. I know that they said basically they're not gonna do anything right now, but the Middle East, you know, bad shit always happens in the Middle East, man. Should Trump tap into the black male vote? Yeah, the problem is, dude, even if Trump gets like a lot of the black male vote, so many more black females vote than black males in elections. So it's hard, you know. So it could misrepresent, like if he gets 40% of the black male vote, but if they're only making up like 30% of the black vote overall, it's hard. Look at your Discord. Well, let me just I'll look at it through here. I will send an invite link if anyone wants to join my Discord. Should be pinned. Wait, what did you want me to go to? Will Israel use nukes? Dude, I'm so sick of fucking hearing about the Middle East. I really am. I think the Middle East is going to kill the world. No, I'm not going to say that. Let's hope Israel doesn't do anything. What's Kamala's next big mistake? Opening her mouth. Wait, what did you tell me to go to? Carrie Lake is struggling right now, man. Oh, this is what you made? Oh yeah, man, was this a school project or something? Media. Dude, the masks. Who is he robbing? Who is he robbing? He's got a ski mask. I'm gonna tell you that you might be surprised. This dude just looks like he doesn't want to be there. Do I have any Titanic models? I used to have a Titanic model, but no, I always wanted a Titanic model when I was younger. I mean, I could get the Lego set, I guess. Did I see the Emerson? Yeah, I've seen all the Emerson polls. There were some good Emerson polls. There were some bad ones overall. All right, Tommy. Thomas, peace out, man. Yeah, he's wearing a ski mask. I mean, this is another good video. I mean, this event is what a mess. Could we see a video about why the Astrodome? I think I have a video. Just search my channel name and then Astrodome. I already did a video on that. It has something to do with the underneath the, or it costs so much money to demolish it, or like underneath it there's like something with gas and stuff that would mess it up if they tried to demolish it or something like that. I mean, I'm sure they technically could, and I would. I mean, it's such an eyesore, but they've talked about renovating it, changing it, like some weird renderings where they completely like they basically make it naked to where it's just like the core of it. Thoughts on Las Vegas shooting? Are you talking about the Stephen Paddock one? Paddock? Or are you talking about... Yeah, dude, RB, I have this dude blocked actually on my main account. He's just so obnoxious. He's just so obnoxious. Like, I feel like it's a bot. RB, you're right. You have to scroll to the newest one. Well, that's my bad, man. Oh, is this yours? Is this Microsoft Paint or something? This is nice, man. I like this. Yeah, there's a lot of good clips to make. George Washington rolling in his... Well, they hate George Washington. That's the problem. That's the problem with these people. They don't like how we were founded. They don't like that we're white majority. I asked Democrat men if they were excited for the... Oh, let's see what this dude says.
DNC.
No.
They're offering free vasectomies, but they're on a bus.
On the bus?
Yeah.
The death bus. I'm going to walk in right here. I'm going to be here for 4 days.
Oh, so you're working here? Yeah. So you could get a discount. 2 for 1.
Get in line.
Have you cashed in on your free vasectomy, sir?
Not yet.
No?
No, not yet.
Good luck. Thanks, boys. All right.
Ask like a 20-year-old. Ask a 20-year-old. And they'll say they're getting it.
No. All right. Popular, they're going like hotcakes at the DNC.
I like myself intact.
Okay, all right.
Snip, snap. You have no idea the physical toll.
Buses driving around, snipping those Democrat men, making sure that they can't reproduce and that their bloodlines are ended forever. We're gonna ask every single. Ooh, you're gonna get a free vasectomy?
Absolutely not.
He's a doctor.
Sir, are you gonna get a free vasectomy while you're here? No. Are you gonna get a free vasectomy?
No.
No. All right. Popular, DNC.
You don't want anything that's for free like that.
For me?
Yeah.
No.
Not today?
Not today.
Hood bus out here giving free vasectomies.
Ask
You just
women
jump.
about abortion. I don't understand why people support Kamala. Well, they just support her because the mainstream media said she's better than Biden. She's younger. We need someone young. She's minority. She's the first female. I mean, it's all the same bullshit, dude. They're obviously gonna... It's hard because when you've got 80% of the media saying one thing. And guys, remember, when Trump was up in all those polls, a lot of that was because the media wanted Biden out. So they technically wanted Trump to lead to force more pressure onto Biden to get him out. It's very, very, very hard for a Republican to lead against a Democrat that's not just insanely incompetent. And you could say Harris is pretty incompetent, but still, she's younger. She's got the minority card. She's got the woman card. Do you think new stadiums are getting out of hand, like the amount being built? Well, I mean, it's just they all want domes, and there's no point in waiting 10 years. Why not just build it right now you're going to have money faster, you're going to host events quicker, that's why. There's no point in letting your stadium just sit and rot if you could just get a new one. That's what they all think. When is the DNC? It's tomorrow through Thursday. Ocean Gate sub. Yeah, I did do an update on that. I did an update on it maybe like 3 months ago. Dude, that investigation they're probably just going to not even talk about it. I mean, it'll probably take another year. Those things move at a snail's pace. Yeah, but compared to Trump, that's a lot younger, though, to be fair. 60 versus 78. Hey, what's up, Gita? All right, guys. That is gonna do it for this live stream. I should be streaming tomorrow night for the DNC. When it comes to the DNC, don't expect me to have it. It's gonna be on mute for most of the night if I stream. It's gonna be on mute for most because I'm not gonna sit there and watch like the media talk about it. But if Biden speaks, I'll watch it. If Obama speaks, I'll watch it. If anyone big speaks, I'll watch it and react to it. So that's what I'll do with the DNC. And then if the stream goes well, I'll also do it on the rest of the week. But if it's boring, I'm not going to sit there and stream the entire thing every day. Because I really don't, when it comes to the DNC, a lot of it, like, I wouldn't be watching it by myself. But if I'll stream it, I guess I'll watch it. That's kind of what I think of it. Timberwolves moving to Seattle. Actually, that's interesting, man. I don't think it's going to happen, but stream Biden. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I mean, obviously, I'd like to hear what Biden says. Although I think it's going to be very boring, but... What time would you stream? No, there's no copyright with political events like that. You can stream whatever. Because they're like free events or whatever. You know, it's like for the public, for voting and stuff. That's how that works. But I would probably be streaming like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, something like that. Because there's no way he's going to speak until like 9, I would say. All right, guys, you can join my Discord. Link is pinned at the top. But yeah, I'll be making some videos tomorrow, I'm sure.